Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel Decode Strategies. For someone visiting this channel for the first time, the goal of this channel is to decode various strategies by answering two simple questions, which is how to apply a strategy and the what, which is what are the returns if we applied the strategy over a period of time. So we will begin our analysis with some of the popular ETFs like Nifty Bees, Bank Bees, CPSE, etc. And eventually we'll include stocks as well. So we will cover SIP, lump sum, SIP plus lump sum based strategies, and over the course we will use monthly, weekly and daily candlestick data for our analysis. And of course, we will also be including various indicators like moving average, RSI, etc. Alright, so without wasting any time, let's get started. Welcome again. This video is part 1 of the Nifty Bees ETF and we will start our analysis on both SIP and step up SIP. This may look pretty basic at this point of time, but please consider this video as a foundation for our upcoming videos. We will eventually bring in some indicators and enhance the SIP and step up SIP approaches into SIP plus lump sum and step up SIP plus lump sum approach respectively. With this, we will see how one can increase both the investment amount and returns as well. Alright, let's begin with the SIP approach first. As we know that every strategy has some rules that we need to follow. So let's see the rules that I have used to perform the analysis. So we will be buying on last trading day of every month and we will be buying in between 3:20 to 3:30 pm. If last day of the month falls on a public holiday, we will buy on a day before last day of the month. The idea here is to buy at a price which is as close as possible to the closing price on last day of every month. One important thing here is that you yourself need to manually place the order every month, and it's not like a mutual fund where the amount gets deducted automatically on your registered SIP date. This approach is suitable for someone who doesn't want to spend a lot of time to analyze the charts, indicators, etc., or to someone who has just entered the stock market. Alright, now it's time to look at the returns that were made over the past 10 years. Imagine if we started investing 3000 every month from year 2014, your total investment would be 3,81,000. With an annual return of 13.9%, the current value would be 9,10,806 rupees and you would be making a profit of 5,29,806 rupees. Similarly, if you have started the SIP on 2015, your total investment would be 3,45,000 rupees. With an annual return of 13.9%, the current value would be 7,77,015 rupees and you would be making a profit of 4,32,015 rupees. Now let's quickly see the returns for subsequent years up until 2024. If someone's interested, feel free to pause and review the returns. Alright, now let's do the same for step up SIP. So in this approach, you will increase the SIP amount every year by some percentage. Here we have considered the initial SIP amount as 3000 and we kept it increasing by 10% every year. And as you could see, the SIP amounts keep increasing every year. So now a question may arise, which is why this step up SIP? Let's say for example, initially you have set a goal to accumulate 5 lakhs in 7 years and you do an SIP of 3000 every month. But at the year end, you received a good hike and now you want to achieve your target in let's say 5 years. The step up SIP approach will definitely help you on this, and this is because we kept increasing the SIP amounts every year by some percentage. Now coming to the rules, they stay the same as that of the SIP approach, which is buy on last trading day of every month, buy in between 3:20 to 3:30 pm, and if last day of the month falls on a public holiday, we buy on a day before last day of that particular month. And the only difference is we are changing the SIP amounts every year. Let's take a look at the returns that were made over the past 10 years. Imagine if we started investing 3000 every month from year 2014 and increased the SIP amount by 10% from 2015. Your total investment would be 6,28,215. with an annual return of 11.5%, the current value would be 13 lakhs 55,089 rupees. You would have made a profit of 7 lakh 26,873. Similarly, if we started investing 3,000 every month from year 2015 and increased the SIP amount by 10% from 2016, you would have made an investment of 5,38,378. With an annual return of 11.8%, the current value would be 11 lakhs 10,271. You would have made a profit of 5 lakh 71,893. Now let's quickly see the returns for subsequent years until 2024. Feel free to pause the video and review the returns if you are interested. Let's conclude this video by doing a quick comparison between SIP and step-up SIP in terms of invested amounts and returns. As you could see that the SIP approach is having better returns when compared to step-up SIP. However, if you look at the invested amount, it's less when compared to the step-up SIP. So like I mentioned earlier, if you have a target amount that you want to reach as soon as possible, then step-up SIP is a better choice. Alright, we are done with the SIP and step-up SIP analysis. So in the next video, we will see how we can use one indicator and enhance these approaches into SIP plus lump sum and step-up SIP plus lump sum approach respectively. So until then, happy investing everyone.